are on the site of the castle.
And it was the first time the Beatles had really stopped being semi-professional almost.
Look at that. Absolutely fascinating. That's what you do. You buy these players that cost money and make a difference in it. But we never do that.
Never complains, gets up, gets on with a smile on his face.
You just want you to sit in your chair and go hip hip hooray for the Western press and the Western narrative. He dared to take you the same old every single day without this. If you haven't seen it before, please watch the first series, the first 2 episodes, the second series. Stallone.
Another win, another clean sheet, away in Germany. Should have been a penalty. I don't know what's wrong with this VAR, these referees. Shocking. That's 2 penalties or 3 penalties we should have had in the last couple of days. Can anyone tell me why that on Darwin wasn't a penalty? I'm baffled. Really baffled. But then again, we won. That's the main thing. We won. And we're seconds in the league. Seconds only to goal difference. Think about that. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So, you know, and give a salute as due. He just picked the right team, didn't he? Picked the right team. The Red Juice says, Callum, some of our fans want perfection. No, Callum, some of our fans want perfection. If so, they are watching the wrong sport. Darwin played well again, absolutely. He did. And that's what we used to call him, our Captain Chaos. You know, he scored. Albeit the ball was going in, like, but that's in my opinion. But he scored nevertheless. And he played well. He was everywhere. He was harassing them. He was bullying them. And he should have had a penalty. That was a disgrace, that. That was an absolute disgrace. By the ref and VAR. Great win there away from home. Clean sheet, 3 wins from 3 up the mighty Red, says Ian Mack. Yes. Callum. So Bosley plays well tonight. Good to see. Yeah, he did. He did play well. Callum says, you'll hear no Bosley critic from me. You won't hear from me either, to be honest, Callum. Not from me. I tell you, he had a, shall I say, a below average game for his standard. Trent. You know, he kept giving the ball away constantly. And when he, you know, he had the ball and that little fella on the left wing, and he thought it was, he tried to shield it out. Fella just took it off him. They're dangerous situations. And I thought we'd give a stupid goal away. I really did. But, you know, you've got to, Kelleher, Quavine, that's his name, Quavine. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Quavine Kelleher made a couple of cracking saves. Really good saves. Then Ellis, not the best game. Few players need to kick up the rear end. Very nicely put. Very nicely put. Edwards, I enjoyed a different type of win compared to the Chelsea game. Yeah. Edwards. Hello, Frank, Red Jew, Ian, Callum, TW. Hello, Edwards. Callum says, can I say my man of the match? Only because he made the block. Keller did make the saves, but 5 out of 6 were offside, and why? Because the line was excellent. Yeah. And why? Because the line was excellent. Yeah. Yeah. It was. I thought the Verge played well as well. Simikas, brilliant at taking corners. Got to give him his due there. It's good to see Curtis come on as well. It's glad of that. And Reggie says, Edwards, I'll take a win anyway. Any way we get it. And the Reggie, yes, Keller was brilliant. Absolutely. And me too, I enjoyed the game. That was a bad game. It wasn't a bad game at all. We kept them at bay. Great saves, good defensive work. Very good defensive work. But then again, this is what you'd expect now. And that clean sheet, I was just made up with it. I was really made up with it. I predicted a 2-0 win. I predicted a 2-0, but 1-0 will do me. 1-0 will do me. And Callum says, another clean sheet this season. This relaxed football has really helped us. I thought last season we looked a bit all over the place. But when you look at last season, we were tired. I've got to say that. We looked tired in a number of games, especially coming to the end of the season. We look very tired. But sometimes, I don't know whether Liverpool are trying to hypnotise the opponents because of the very slowness, from the back. The way they're trying to draw them on and then just pass it another way. Yeah. Nick Faldley. 3 Prem teams on top spots. Yeah. Yeah. Which is good. Man City. The bloody commentator. Coming through saying, Ireland's, who'd you expect, when they were winning, when they were scoring. Piss off with your update scores to want to know. So I turned the volume off, put us on silent, because he was getting on my nerve, that stupid girl. No disrespect to the girl, but, you know what I mean? Rather about a male co-commentator, shall I say. With that, I'll get into trouble. Red Jew, Callum, the whole defence played well. I'm giving man of the match to Darwin after all any other player score. Yes, after all any other player scores. And it's a 1-0 win. They tend to get it, yes. But Darwin was good. He was good. You can't take anything away from Darwin. As I said, he should have had a penalty. I want to know why that penalty wasn't given. Even the pundits, saying it was a penalty. Even the commentator said it was a penalty. Everyone said it. He brought him down. Tripped him up. even in you know, in any form, but it doesn't have to be slow motion or taking pictures or anything, freezing the frame. He was taken out. That fella had no intention of playing the ball, and he took him out. Jeff Ellis. Hiya, Jeff. When I hear from Jeff, he's always in the jungle. He loves jungles and snake pie and things like that. Hope you're well, Jeff, mate. Hope you're well. And your little granddaughter. Smashing that photograph here last week. Really nice. Smashing little girl. Callum, I'm glad Villa is really putting the cat among the pigeons. Yeah. Red Jew. Another channel has a poll. How many times will Darwin be offside? What's that all about? Did he get Collins offside tonight? Edward Defo a pen? Absolutely. Corrupt officials seem to really hate us, says Red Jew. Jeff, definitely a pen on Nunez, but we rode our luck tonight. No, that's a different view of the game. I thought Carlyle played well, though. Some of that save in the second half, especially when that fella whacked it, and he just got to it over the bar. It was a cracking save. And Jay says, I'm made up because we are Liverpool. Of course. Of course. And as Edward says, only conceded 1 goal in 3 games. Yes, we have. We have. Best ever start as a new manager, 11 out of 12, says Eddie Power. Yes, Eddie, you're so right there. Beating all kinds of records. I felt sorry for Mo, because that ball was going in, when he hit it. That would just show I get him, to make sure. Because I wanted to get those 2 goals, so he'd be the best. Think about that. But he will score, our little Mo. But at least there was another assist. And Callum, I felt Leipzig defenders in a low block, so they were no gaps. Yeah. My man of the match, I'm going along with. I was toying with Veg, I was toying with Canessa, and I was toying with Darwin. Who to give man of the match to. And a plum for the Veg. I think he did a great captain's job tonight. And that's what we've got to look at as well. Have you guessed what I'm wearing, boys? The watch someone's going to win. Can you see it? Oh, blimey. Can you see it? Going. Perpetual. Freaking hell. I should have put it on me. Look. The coordination's terrible. Oh, fuck it. Anyway, it's upside down there, see? It's upside down. Perpetual motion, but the right time as well. So this is what you can win in the fantasy football. Right? It's that stupid light. That's it. Just like it. That's what you're going to win. And it does go. As someone says, just let go. I said, bro, you need a battery. to wind up one. It killed me to give it all and put the right time on it. It really did, because of me things. But anyway, it'll be made up, whoever wins it. (14) goals, assists now for Salah. That's incredible, you know. Says Edward. First time on the bounce in the UCL. We won 3 out of 3 since Bill Shanks. Yeah. I'm not being funny. In the Shankly days, you know, you went out just over the 2 legs. If you got beat, you went out. No Champions League, no leagues, no nothing. That's what I always measure by. That's what I measure Bob Paisley by. 3 European Cups. You'll have to be champions of your country. You play whoever you're playing in front of you, and you'll have to beat them over 2 legs. Think about that. And he won that cup 3 times. Fantastic. But you're right, Callum. It's all right. Reggie, you know the Channel 1, excuse me, you know the Channel 1 of them comes on your show, Frank. It really annoyed me, that poll. Just behind our players, like we did in the old days, no matter who they are. You know the Channel 1 of them comes on your show. It really annoyed me, that poll. What poll are you talking about? Is it a poll like POLL? You know, a poll, like, you know what I mean? Rather than a poll like Dude. Just a misspelling, all these predictive text, I know that. Just get behind our players like we did in the old days, no matter who they are. Absolutely. Absolutely. Totally agree. 100%, as they say. 100%. I'll just go to these before I bring in the side on. The side's waiting to come up. Edward says, I'd give the man of the match to the Darwin, yeah. That's a good shout, as I said. But for his captaincy and everything else, that's why I gave it to Verge. Never put a foot wrong. Jay says he's been passed a team by Klopp. That's like Yoda handing over the lightsaber. Do you know what? I know that you talk about Star Wars. I haven't a clue about Star Wars. I've never seen a minute of it. Not 1 minute. George Lucas's Star Wars. So the vlogs. Oh wow, Frank, another win. That what's going on now? Loving being a red. Salah quiet tonight, but Konate has cemented his name in the lineup since Kwanzaa came off at half time against Ipswich. I was only talking to Jay, it was today, tonight, or whenever, and I said exactly the same. Exactly the same about Konate. And Callum's replying to Eminem. Well, Jay, agree, but you still have to get the tactics right. But brilliant assist by Jürgen. Reggie, I hope Sean doesn't watch. He'll go mad at your wearing as well. What about the Anfield Roar? He wants it. Richard Hudson said I was seeing it for Youngs. We should have scored a second goal. Yeah. Says, yeah. Steve says, Frank Real Madrid have on their list to replace Carlo. If he goes, he goes. We just bring Xabi in. Or a return of Edwards and Ward goes. Just bring back Jürgen. He'll be all right for us. Arne's inherited a good set of players, but he's got them playing his way. And I'm loving it, says Reggie. Arne's tactics have nothing to do with Klopp. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Richard says, Keller, playing well. And do we need a DM LCB in January? Yes, Richard. I've said it last night. Should have watched the show last night. It was great. I had Jan Molby on, as everyone knows. Aldo, he's a bit, but he was on. He was spouting his mouth off and whatever. So that was it. And I'm going to bring my guest on now. So you should have watched it last night. Richard, you're all saying we need a DM. And there's our mate. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Frank. Big up, Frank, and big up the chat. How's it going?
Good. What did you think of the game?
It was good enough. It was not like a great performance or anything, but it was just good enough. 3 points. We still had like 3 or 4 more gears in the players and in our team. Slot doesn't like to play us, like to the last gear that we have. He's saving legs. He's being pragmatic, which is good because Sunday we're going to play Arsenal, right?
Yeah.
Which is one of the title contenders. A lot of people were rating Arsenal and putting them ahead of us, like when it comes to the title this season for the Premier League. So they are a very strong side, and we're saving legs. We've done, like Slot did a good rotation there. So it was good,
Okay. I've been asking the lads on the chat, when we first came on, was it a penalty or not a penalty?
Nunez?
Yep.
No, not a penalty. We looked at it, and the first time we said, maybe a penalty. Then when they did the replay, no, it was too soft. I wouldn't give it.
You wouldn't. Well, you're the only one in the Wales. You wouldn't get you and the referee and the fella on the VAR.
To be honest, no, I don't think it was enough for. To be honest, like the referee, we were, I don't want to say amazed, but the ref was decent. Was very good. Way better. Huh? No, this game. No, the ref was on spot. To be honest, like to be no biased or anything. I thought that he was not bad. He controlled the game.
You want to try telling these lads on here?
It is what it is. It's just my opinion,
Everyone's got a right opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you, did you think it was a penalty? And you said no. Everyone, the punters, even the commentators said there was a penalty. I said it was a penalty. Everyone.
Yeah, no. Me, my friend in the stream, we looked at it. And a few friends, they sent me messages after the game. Bunch of people.
Why didn't they think it was a penalty?
It was too soft.
I really don't dig what you're saying. It was too soft and what?
I think what's happening is this, because our eyes are used to what's happening in the Premier League, right? So when you take that to the Champions League, it's almost a different game when it comes to refereeing.
But
Champions League versus
tripped him up. He tripped him up. It's too late. He just went.
Yeah. No, he did touch him. I give you that. But
Did you see?
let's agree that we're gonna disagree. You know,
Okay. No, okay.
who,
No,
who who was man of the match for you, by the way?
I've just given it to our captain, Bird, because he does a great captain's job there. He really did. Some lads said Darwin, and others said Kanate. You know, so it's one of no midfielders got us. Unfortunately, we've agreed that Szoboszlai plays well, which he did. You know, there's no getting away from that. McAllister was, you know, like that for me. I thought that Trent was below average. You know, his passing was sloppy. It just wasn't as nice, in my opinion. Gave a few good passes, but all in all, no, not for his standards anyway. If you know what I mean, for his passing ability.
How about this? We do the players like one by one, and we give like 2-3 sentences for each. What do you think?
Say that again. Sorry, say that again.
I was saying that. Would you like to do the players like one by one? We can start from the goalkeeper all the way to the attack, and just say like 2-3 sentences for each.
No, okay, no, that's fine. Well, you know, let's go through a couple of comments first.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, the sitting there and the commenting, and
Go ahead, man.
this is what this is about. But we'll do that. Good point.
Sure.
The vlog says could have had a lot more goals tonight if it was any other game. Their keeper plays well. I think he played. He did. He was 5 years with us. 5 years. That Gulashi, whatever his name is. Once upon a time, just needed a bit of luck and composure. And Callum says, we haven't drawn this season, which spot on. And Richard says, what do you think about Nunez, Sabo and Jones? I thought, as I said, well, you couldn't really say about Jones. You know, he came on as a sub, but I thought Szoboszlai played well. I really did. Steve says, this style of footy Linz has tried to play with Klopp from 2022 to 24 and failed miserably. Arne is the man. Gets the players to get the job done by any means necessary. Very good. The Red Juice says, I was just going to ask if Tamer was joining you, and then he popped up. The ref was abysmal, says Youssef. Maka gets a yellow for getting acted. Yes, that's another thing. I'm not going to ask the sides, you know, about that opinion about him getting acted, getting booked. That's a stonewall penalty, says Youssef. Leipzig let their first goal in 7 games tonight, says Steve. Daz. Big up Frank and guest. Youssef, Nunez is running at pace and the guy trips him over. The slightest contact can cause him to be misbalanced. The slightest touch as well, yeah. Hello, lad, from over the pool, says Jay. He's talking to you, Jay. You know, MNX.
Hello, Eminem. Big up, Eminem.
He says, Steve says, I wish Arne would use all his subs in certain games. That's lovely, that. I think that's a great comment, actually. I'm going to go Nunez was quality tonight. Hiya, Daryl, mate. Hope you're well, mate. I hope you're looking after your little boy. That's all. Right. Callum says, thoughts on Szoboszlai going to the right wing? Yeah, I thought he played well. Okay, now, Sarge, what's your take on the goalkeeper? As you said, is it out of 10 or out of 5?
Gallagher was immense. He did really good today. He proved me right and correct when I
Yeah.
was always saying at the beginning of the season that I'm kind of really sad of thinking that he might leave us. I would love it if he stick around. He is the best second keeper. And not just that, for me, he is top five in the Premier League. It's Allison, Ederson, Martinez, Raya from Arsenal, and then it's Kelleher.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
and
walking to most sides in the Premiership. That's what you're saying, really. He's walking to any side,
yeah,
apart from the top five. Well, the top four, because
oh
he's
yeah.
always playing for us. Yeah. I
So
think that's a good thing.
he had a good few saves in the game. One of them he came out and he was big. You know, he was not hunched. Some of the keepers, what they do
Yeah,
mistakenly is they hunch over and they look small. No, you need to come up and look big. And he did it twice, and
it's
he had
twice.
at least two really good saves.
Yes,
So he did really good. I would give him maybe an 8 out of 10.
that's a very good. What about we're going to Trent Arnold?
Trent has two aspects in his game. One was really good, one was really bad. The one was really good. Um, See, they call it the shit sandwich, right? You give the good, the bad in the middle, and then you give the good, right? That's the shit sandwich. It's a Canadian term. I don't know if you guys do like say the same thing in England. No, no. So we call it the shit sandwich, basically. So bread, shit, bread, right? So he was good in defense. He was really good in his defense. Um, and this season, defensively, he's shown us that aspect of him that we didn't see a lot of, and a lot of people also criticize him defensively in previous seasons. This season, he's really strong defensively. Passing was bad. I hear you. When I was doing the stream, I was saying another bad pass from Trent, another bad pass from Trent. It's like I was like a broken record saying that on and on. So I hear you in that, but he did have a good aspect of his game that we shouldn't deny. His defensive performance today was really good. I liked it, but the passing
Okay.
was bad.
Yeah. So what's your assessments on them out of 10?
Trent, maybe I would give him like 6.5 for that. You know,
Yeah.
not very bad and not very good. So it's kind of like evening out the good and
Well,
the
I'll give him a 5, because I said he was below average, especially with his passing. And there was one incident where he tried to shield the ball out, but the light got it in a very dangerous, place, and he caused it. I don't know, could have easily have led to a goal. So that's why I've given him a 5. His passing was woeful, especially for him. Okay, now you've got the big veg.
Big Verge commander, commander in chief, or chief commander. He was really good. He was a boss in the defense. There was a few nervy moments, not necessarily from Van Dijk, but from the defense in general.
Yeah,
But you'll get that, we're playing away against a strong team. They're a very strong team. Yeah, they lost their last two games in the Champions League, but they were against Juventus and PSG, and they were away game for them, right? So, and RB Leipzig are second in the Bundesliga this year, so they're enjoying a really good run, very decent team. So, but other than that, Van Dijk was a boss, was a commander, was a captain. Um, I would give him an 8 as well.
okay, that's a good score. That's a very good score. What about Kanate?
So Kanati had two bad moments, but that's about it. And I was like, Kanati, just pass the ball, man.
Yeah.
He had just two bad nervy moments, but other than that, he was really good. He was really good. So I would give him an 8 as well. Um, a lot of people compare Saliba and Gabriel to him. To be honest, yeah, I'm gonna be a little bit biased, but for me, Konate, I would take Konate over Saliba and Gabriel.
Yeah,
I would take him over both.
yeah. He's solidified his place in the team ever
He,
since he took over
oh yeah,
the Ipswich game from Quansah. He's solidified it. And he's been playing brilliant. He's never had a bad game since. He's never had a bad game since. So, yeah, totally go along with that. Now you've got Samikas.
Simicast. Before the stream today, I was talking to my friend Cash. So I was like, we were looking at the lineup, and I had Robo first, and my friend was like, "Oh, it's Simicast." I said, "Okay, I'll take it Simicast because I know Simicast has better crosses than Robo, and he has better corners." And I kept saying he has. And I've been saying that since the last game he played. I can't remember. He had really good. I think it was against Milan,
Yeah.
and it was the only corners that we scored so far in this season. Two corners, and they were done by Tsimikas. So Tsimikas has way better corners than Robo and Trent.
Well, I said that to my mate at half time. I said the corners coming from Samikas are first class, far better than Robertson, far better than him. That's what I said. So totally agree with you. So we go to midfield.
Yeah. Oh, one little thing for Tsimikas. We'll go to midfield. He had the key pass to Salah. The cross was from Tsimikas.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
That ball went between two tall defenders, and
that was a great
short
ball.
Salah was right in the middle, and him picking Salah in that cross, that's a class. That's a class cross from Tsimikas.
No, you're spot on. Absolutely. Yeah. So you summed him up well. I'm going to McAllister first. What did you think of him?
McAllister.
What would you hang on?
Yeah.
What would you give Tsimikas? I'm sorry, you never gave it.
Tsimikas, maybe 7.5, like just right behind Van Dijk and Konate. 7.5. He was really decent. He put a good performance.
That's cool. No one will disagree with that, I don't think. Go ahead. I've got to say McAllister first. He's a maker. Go on. What would you give him?
Oh, McAllister. Okay. McAllister was okay. McAllister was doing McAllister thing. He okay. So McAllister. He had a really beautiful exchange with Soboslai, if you remember it.
Mm.
And it was like freaking music. I was watching music, not listening to music. I was watching music happening in front of me. When he had the 1 and 2, that exchange with Soboslai, and McAllister kind of bent it, and I think it hit the crossbar. I can't remember if the keeper had a hand on it or not.
Yeah.
And it hit I wish it ended up with a goal, man. That was a beautiful one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was like little flicks and back heels between both of them. They linked up really good and they clicked. Soboslai in that moment. If you compare McAllister then playing Jones in the last game against Chelsea, Jones tends to play a little bit up ahead, up forward than McAllister, which is good from Jones, and he did really good, man of the match. But McAllister stays with Gravenberch, and that give Gravenberch the support that he needs in the midfield, because we kept noticing for the past few games that we do have a gap in the middle because we're not applying enough pressure sometime on the ball or on their midfield. So our two guys that are sitting back, our two midfield sitting in front of the defense, and opponent, when it came to Chelsea, they did that. Leipzig was trying to do that, to go through us through the midfield, but thank God they didn't get anything positive about it. So McAllister did good, and he provided me, like, I'm more confident when McAllister is beside Gravenberch. I would give him a 7.5, maybe 8 for that shot.
Okay. No, that's fine. We'll come to Gravenberch. What would you give him?
Gravenberch was decent, you know. Um, I think I saw only one shoulder drop from him. He kept his position. He tracked back. He didn't create a lot forward, and I totally understand. And I bet you Slot was giving him an instruction to stay behind, stay back.
Yeah, I think so because he did a great block, by the way.
Yes.
He did a great block in the second half. Was it the second half? Yeah, it was
Second half.
brilliant. Even Virgil, he said, yeah, get in there, well done.
Yep.
So, yeah, go on, carry on. I'm sorry.
No, no, that's okay. He did a lot. Like he covered a lot for Kanate, for Trent as well. Um, he's playing really good, man. Like knock on wood, if we keep Gravenberch healthy and fit, we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna go somewhere really up high.
Okay. All
With
right.
that.
So now we go to Szoboszlai.
Soboslai, thank God, he played good. I love Soboslai. You know, Chelsea game gave him a 4 out of 10 because he had a lot of bad passes. Prior to Chelsea game, I was giving him a 6, a 5, a 7. You know, because he does run a lot, he does cover a lot. But this
He
game,
covered a lot tonight, by the way. He did.
yeah, yeah, he redeemed himself performance wise and passing wise. He linked up with Jones. He linked up with McAllister 2 times. He linked up with Salah 1 time at least. He played in the right wing. He did not bad. So he was easy on the eye. Not a lot of bad passes from him. So maybe a 7 for Soboslai this time, which is an upgrade for him from the last performances.
Well, I'm glad you said that because I agree with you there. I agree totally. I'm now going to the forwards. Got to go to Mo at the beginning.
Mo had good moments and some bad moments, you know. But I always want Mo in the field whenever we can have him, because having Mo always intimidate like the other team. They
Yeah,
will always say, you know what? They will change their plan because Mo is playing. The same
yeah.
thing applies. I'm not comparing them together. I was
No,
kind of arguing with a friend of mine. He's an Arsenal fan. I told him, listen, you guys without Saka, it's really tough for you to win and to score goals. That's why you're dragging these games and you're barely winning or losing some games and drawing because you don't have Saka. Saka doesn't have to score. Same thing with Mo. Mo sometimes doesn't have to score. He can create for you. The other thing is he intimidate the other team. The other team will always double up on him, right? He did that assist, and if Nunez didn't touch the ball, it would have been I think the ball was on its way to the net.
yeah, it was going in.
It was going in. It was
Yeah.
going in. He did have like maybe one shot or two shots. He is adjusting his game. He's not going full 1v1. He's always trying to cut inside because I
Mhm.
think he realized the age is getting into him and he's changing up his game. So not bad performance from Mo with for the assist as well. Maybe 7.5.
Oh, that's a fair score. Fair score. And we come to Gapco.
Gakpo, the beginning of the first half, everybody was kind of average, below
Mhm.
average. Leipzig were coming out and they looked like they were going to do something. But Gakpo kind of warmed up to the game along with the rest of the team. He did have good moments and a lot of quiet moments, but it was definitely better performance than Chelsea. Chelsea was way too quiet for me. He did have a good shot, really good save by their keeper. That was one of the saves for their keeper, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, Not bad. Maybe a 7. a good 7, I think, for Gakpo.
Yeah, I think if that would have gone in, that would have been a goal of the night when he hit it. That was a cracking effort when the goalkeeper got to Gulashi, whatever his name is. So, okay, we come from the final one.
The final, yeah, Nunez. Nunez for me, it was the man of the match.
Okay.
I love the energy, I love the passion, but sometimes he scares me that he's gonna get a yellow or red card. He needs to, and he makes me laugh. You know, um, some of his behavior in the field makes me laugh. Like he chested that defender who committed a foul on him or something. You know, I laughed, but I was scared at the
So
same time. Man, like,
he went down in there like a potato.
yeah, man, don't get a yellow card, please. You know, like you might get another goal or another goal. You know,
Yeah.
he was live. Yeah,
Sorry, carry on.
yeah. No, he was live. He's always a threat. Like also, he's one of the players that the other team will be intimidated by him. They will have to have someone on him. And he got the goal because he was in the right position, and a lot of I don't want to say bad or stupid, but a lot of fans, unfortunately, they were counting Liverpool fans. They were counting offsides for him. Come on, man! Like, don't do that, right? See, I'm one of the people that's saying, you know what? If Nunes does not show us, goals, scoring goals, like being a threat, assist or something, maybe we need to move on. But that's it. I would keep it to that. Be respectful about it, right? Because he is a Liverpool player. You can say your opinion, but don't pick on him that way. Come on. You need to support him and stand behind him.
I think we are, but I think not most, I think all of the chat gets behind our players, no matter how good or indifferent they are. It's just like what you're saying when it says, well, okay, what's the scores out of 10? What's Darwin's score out of 10?
Since they have a man of the match, I would say maybe
You'd have, you'd have to give him a 9. You'd have to.
Or maybe 9, yeah. I would give him a 9. I would give him a 9 for the effort, for the goal, for linking up as well. He was good.
But you see how quick he was, if that, but he didn't know that ball was going in. But he went in to make sure that it went in. And he just came from nowhere, didn't he? To put it in. And he did. And we scored. And it was a goal. And that was it. That's all that matters.
Exactly. That's all what it matters. I think his timing is getting better. So the offsides, why he was getting in the offside is the timing and the way how he runs. You shouldn't be running direct. You can run diagonal. It will give you some time and space to stay on side, and timing your run, right? Like you're quick, you're fast, you're very pacey. So today he did that. I think that's coming from, some stuff that Slot potentially was working on it with him, the timing, the way how he runs and whatnot. So he was good.
Okay. Richard Hawkins says at Frank Carlyle. Even if Frank, it's your favourite Manchester United supporter from Belfast. Thanks, Richard. And he's replying to Steve. We are not in it, and shame on us. That's, the Champions League. I am not here to run Liverpool down. I have been going to watch United since '66. And along the way, I've had many happy memories at Anfield. I bet you have. I bet you have.
We have good memories from Old Trafford as well, so
I think it balances it out. I really do.
Yeah.
But good evening anyway, Richard. No problem. And Reggie says, Frank, take that United man off your screen. You're giving United too much yet. Steve says, I made 3 subs at the same time to manage the game out perfectly to 1-0. Yeah, he did. And we brought on Joe, didn't we? Which was a good thing as well. And Robbo. And who else did he bring on?
You brought in Robo, Jones, and Gomez.
Yeah.
My
eyes are there. Remove Richard's chat off your stream.
Come on, Richard. Come on. You're better than that, man.
Darrell says, so Bosley needs dropping ASAP. See how different opinions.
Yeah. Different opinions.
Says, respect to Richard for tuning in. Yes. Reggie's only messing, you know.
I know, he's joking around. I love Reggie, man. I love him. Yeah. Brotherly love.
Yeah, and as he said, he's had Bapper memories. Anyway, that's great, isn't it? I love these things.
Uh-huh.
Frank, answer me this. Not as a United fan, but as a football fan. Why do you think Van Dijk and Salah will have their contract? Yeah, but they would let Trent leave. Okay, well, I think that they're all going to sign, to be honest, Richard, I think they're going to sign the contract. And the reasons are this. One, I think Virgil wants to just stay here. Mo is that he just wants to stay here. And Trent, he's a scouser. And anyway, but here's the crux of it. Why he'll get contracts unsigned. If there's any intention of them going next season, next summer, the owners, the American owners, these are money people. And there's no way that they'll allow those 3 players, even 2, even one of them, to go on a free. Because they see dollar signs over their heads. Just the dollar signs. So they'll sign the contract, whether it's a 1-year contract, 25-year contract, makes no difference. Contracts are always broken by everybody. So they see the dollar sign. And if anyone's got any intention of leaving, Trent won't leave, and I'll tell you for why. He's going to go to, say he's going to Real Madrid. He won't be able to play for Real Madrid in the Champions League because he's already played for Liverpool. So that's the reason he won't go. But if he's got any intentions of going to Real Madrid, he'll go in the summer. And as for Mo just wants to stay here. He really does. He just wants to carry on playing for Liverpool. I think he'd like to end his career here, along with Virgil, to be honest. So that's my opinion, that, they will sign and it'll put everything to bed then. Then we'll just have to wait until the summer. Yeah, he's talking to you there, Jay. Jay, his name is MNX.
Jay,
I'll take that. I've got Darwin on my back, which is nice, on his football shirt. And Nick says, what's surprising is Lille defeated 2 Madrid sides in a row.
They defeated Atletico Madrid, I think, today. Oh man, I don't want to say hate. I don't like. Let's easy up a little bit. I don't like Diego Simeone. That guy's an anti-football, for God's sake.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now we've got up. I know. Steve says, Lindsay's lost again tonight. He's getting his P45 soon. He's nothing without Klopp. I don't think any of them were anything without Klopp, I'm being honest, especially him, Linders. Especially Linders. Because he wanted a plan B. Linders wanted a plan B. It went against the rules of Jurgen. And that's how we ended up. I don't know, being tired and losing out on 2 quads, put it that way. It's the Anfield Road. Good evening, all. The Anfield Road. Anfield Road.
There's something weird happening in the chat today. You know what it is? I just picked on it now.
Cool.
Anfield Roar came in, but there's no drinks. Where are the drinks, Anfield Roar?
Because he knows he's getting that. You see.
Oh, is he winning it?
He wants to win it.
Oh, shit.
It's a nice watch, that, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
You know, it's a good looking watch, put it that way.
I haven't been taking care of my fantasy team, you know. Shit.
I'd have to fly over to Ontario to present you with as if you were.
I would love to come, man. We'll see. We'll see by the end of the year, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. And the Anfield says, good evening, all. Good evening. And the Red says, Raw, we won again. Don't you just love it, bro? Yes, we did. And where do you think I'm at, lads? I'm here in Leipzig. That's why I'm late. Back to the hotel. Got a last-minute ticket and went. Well done. Isn't that great?
Oh, good for you, man.
Anfield, you know, one of the lads there, and he's come on the bloody show. That's fantastic, though. That's fantastic. Oh, yeah, look. Steve says, Frank, rules have changed. Trent joins Madrid in January 2025. He can play for Madrid in the Champions League. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that at all. That's mad, though.
That is mad. Allowing the player to play to 2 teams in the same competition.
And the Red Juice says, Mo will defo shine. He's still got records to break. Verge will stay. I'm not sure about Trent. I don't think anyone's sure about him.
Well, there's nothing confirmed out. I was reading a little article today. Both Salah and Van Dijk asked for 2 years in their contract.
Yes. Yeah.
Van Dijk currently is in negotiation. Salah is not in negotiation yet. Like, they didn't start it. I think they're going to do Van Dijk first and then Salah. Trent is very, like, there's no news. It's very secretive. It's happening behind the doors. No one can claim that they know what's happening.
No. And the Antero says, the stadium of theirs is some sight. Great result, bit of an open game for me. Again, we seem to have these lapses in consistency. Glad you said that, Anfield. With ours, you know, consistency with ours of matches that we need improving. I just hope that, I really hope, to be honest, Anfield, that he'll sort that out, Sloot. Sloot will sort that. I'm sure of it. Because we did, you know, we became a little lackadaisical and a little sloppy, to be honest. Then we got back to being normal and we just wrote the game out. And Eddie Power, love your show, Frank. Thank you, Eddie. Can I ask you about when you started watching Liverpool? I started, I'll just put it this way. My first ever final I went to, down to Wembley, was in 1965. 1965, when I didn't have grey hair then, so.
Was that the first FA Cup?
It certainly was.
Yeah, hey? We're first FA Cup for Liverpool, 65.
Think about it, you know,
Wow.
I'm a kid, and I think it was my uncle Tony, or was it? Forget who it was. One of my uncles, anyway, said, "You've just watched this men going, been going for years to watch Liverpool to try and win the FA Cup." He said, "You go." I was only a kid, and you see them win it for the first time, and that's always resonated with me throughout the years.
That's
So
big.
I'll go back to 65. I think it's great. And the Anfield, amazed up he's over there, really am. Well done, you, Anfield Roar. Bruno Genesio, the coach who's beaten Ancelotti, Marino, and Simeone in the Champions League. Who's that? What are you talking about? He's talking about going to. And carries on by saying, "Frank, I apologise for no show yesterday. I'm out in Leipzig for the game." No problem, Anfield. See, it's not like Red Dew when we were all worried about Red Dew. And he had a, I don't call it an excuse. And when he told us what was happening, because we were all worried that we hadn't seen him, it wasn't like you, Anfield Roar. We knew that you're all right and everything else, and we knew that you'd come back on. But I'm absolutely delighted that you were in Leipzig for us. You've represented this podcast, in all honesty.
Nice.
You really have. Thank you.
Big up Anfield Roar.
Yeah, isn't that brilliant, though? And Jay says, our kids had 2 quads, caused murder. 2 quads, them bike things.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's good. Richard Dawkins, he's stuck with us. He's stuck with us. Anyway, he says, I agree with you, Frank, but the Liverpool team I knew from the 60s and 70s would never let a player like that leave, although you did in 1939. Yes, Sir Matt. Yeah. And that's why a Second World War started, because Hitler didn't like Liverpool to let him go. He said, "What are you doing? I'm coming over now to bomb you." And he caused the Second World War. So that was why the Second World War started, because we allowed Sir Matt Busby to go over to him. And he became, I know that you all talk about the other fella, Ferguson. He's your greatest manager. He brought your first European Cup. Never forget that. And Anfield Roar says, I'm going to go to you on this side, okay. Did it come across on TV how good Konate and Virgil are? Because tonight their marking and pressurising was amazing. Now, don't forget, he was there. Answer that side.
I think we've talked about both of them, and we both agreed. We gave them, I think, 8s.
Yeah.
We both gave both of them 8.
Yeah.
The only ones higher than Konate and Verge was man of the match for us. 9 for Jones, right? They were bosses in the defense. Konate, the only bad things I remember was maybe like 2 bad moments, but that's about it. The rest, oh man, they are world class. And the way we play with slot style and slot tactics is making them even better and better. They're not up high as we used to play, high line. They're sitting back, they're facing the attackers, and they're using their defensive skills, which is world class. They're elite. They're the best pair in this league and potentially even in the world currently.
So I hope that summary, Anfield, the way the side summarised, the way these two are played, watching us on the television, sums up everything because because I said at the beginning as well, it was a toss up between three players for me who was man of the match. One of them was Darwin, the other fellow was Canetti, and I plumped for the Verge, but just pipped the pair of them, albeit that Nunez scored, you know. So yeah, it came across excellent what we was watching on the TV. Good shout that actually, wasn't it? Good shout.
Definitely.
And look at that. I do laugh with these Germans. They all hate Leipzig, but the stadium was banged out 45k, so they can't hate them that much. That's mad, that, isn't it? Yeah, that was it. I'm sure that was our songs for the discipline of the back line was goal saving today, as much as Kelleher says songs 4K.
Definitely. Facts. That's facts.
Is our Man United? He keeps asking me questions. I know how you feel, Frank. My father took me to Wembley in '68 to watch United lift the European Cup. That was the competition Liverpool objected to entering. I don't get that.
I don't get it too.
We've never objected to getting into that. We should have won it. We should have been the first British team to win it. And we were cheated in 1966. We won the championship in '65. I'm sorry, when we were cheated by Inter Milan.
Yeah.
We were cheated by them.
Yeah.
And the referee was paid, and that's been proved.
I read about it. I didn't watch it. You know, I'm not that old, unfortunately, but I've read about it. Yeah.
Well, I'm in a documentary about it for LFC TV.
Really?
And apparently, they keep showing it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it.
I think I have black hair as well, but talking about it, you know. Yeah, it's a documentary.
Do you know what was the title of the documentary, so I can look it up?
Having a clue. Into the Real Story. Is it Into the Real Story? I think. Because I was on with an old frontman called John Keith, and the fella who was sitting with me was the great Tommy Smith, and also there was I don't know his name, forget him. There was an older gentleman then. He was a journalist, sports journalist for the Daily Express here, and he was on as well. So there were the three of us, and this John Keith, very famous here, he fronted it. I'll tell you something through this. When Tommy Smith, you know, at the end, he found out that I was half Italian, some of the looks he was giving me, because he just hated it. Calling the Italians forever. Well, anyway, you know, that's Tommy. Listen, I'm just going to read out.
Yeah, whatever you like, man.
I just want to go and get a drink. I'm really parched.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, let's read this out then.
I'll entertain them if you like.
And then you can. Sorry. Do you want to read?
Yeah, I'll read it. Sure, man. I'll help here for you, man.
Really good.
And Phil Brewer, I think you gave all the drinks to these to them German fans, hey? And you came here with no drinks for Ridju and Frank and the guys here. Come on. Anyway, so Brewer is saying, I wonder if people will start respecting Slot's managing of the side. I had a go about Szoboszlai versus Chelsea, but he runs his ass off for the club. So I'm gonna stay quiet for a few games with him. Yeah, I hear you, Anfield Brar. You know, before Chelsea game, I was giving Szoboszlai, rating him between 5 to 7 because he does run off a lot. He does apply that front press to make it like a front press with four players, and he does track back a lot. So that is a lot of space and area for him to cover throughout 90 minutes. Um, so I give him that. But the Chelsea game, he was bad for me. I gave him a 4 in that one because a lot of bad passes. That was the issue for me in that game. Is his passing was just bad. So I hear you. This game against Leipzig, no, he redeemed himself. He even linked up with McAllister twice. One of them, it was beautiful. It was beautiful, and it ended up with that shot from McAllister that hit the crossbar. Prior to that, the 1-2 exchange between McAllister and Soboslai, it was beautiful football to watch. I loved it from both of them, and he had a good link up as well with Jones once and with Salah once as well. So not a lot of bad passes. He was good, and he was covering a lot of area. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can bring up the chats. No, I can't. Sorry, guys.
What's that?
I just finished reading Umfield Roar, and I gave him a comment on it. So if you
Okay.
whatever other second chat that you want to do, go for it.
Okay.
And I told him next time you bring the drinks. I think he gave them all to the German fans he was hanging around with.
is that what he said? That's right. He
No,
said
no, I'm
no
just
drinks.
I'm
He's
just
getting well to
joking with
the
him.
Germans.
Yeah, I'm just joking with him. That's all.
Yeah, of course. Look at that. Steve says, let's all welcome the United fan Richard Hawkins in the live chat by giving him a high five. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's great when a rival fan comes on and, we don't moan or whatever, to be honest, Richard. We're not like that, to be honest. So I want you to comment on this.
Sure.
So Bosley played deeper today as 8-stroke centre mid with McAllister as the 10-stroke attacking mid. It works for both. Go on.
I think we need. I think one of the things that Slot should, like, I start noticing it a lot. If Soboslai and McAllister swap their positions every now and then, because that will give us a little bit balance and give Gravenberch, who's behind him, support. Because sometimes he does need that support, someone else beside him to cover some of that area. Otherwise, it will be a huge void, a big gap in the midfield. And that was very noticeable in the Chelsea game. So as long as they swap and there is a balance that we do, that'll be for Slot to work on, I think. It'll be
Yeah.
one of the things to tweak.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a good one here. And it could be controversial. Whether it is or not, I don't know. Because the Red says, the Red Jew, the players are paid millions to work hard, but hard work alone don't cut it for me. What do you think about that comment?
Well, I'll tell you this. So in my previous job, the current job that I had, I worked my ass off. I used to work 60 to 70 hours a week, right? And even I was a manager, right? I didn't have to do that, but I hated that workplace. So I didn't have passion for that workplace, right? So mentally, I was really drained. I was really tired, and sometimes, like, even I'm working like so hard, but didn't feel very productive. It was weird. So back to Raju's comment there, you need to mix it with passion. If the passion is not there, it's not going to look very good. No matter how hard work you do. Like, for example, you look at Nunez, right? His work rate is high. Last game, he didn't score against Chelsea, but the work rate was high. The passion was there, so it made it like a lot of people say, you know what, he get a 7, he get an 8. Some people were even saying 8.5, right? So he mixed it with hard passion. So I agree with Red Jew there.
Yeah.
Hard work is not enough. Passion, passion with it.
I think passion has a lot to do with it, to be honest. And you've seen the passion in the last 2 games from Darwin Nunez.
Mhm.
That's what you call passion. But, you know, there's different lads. I think Virgil, he's got so much passion. But so is now Cornette.
Yeah.
Because when he must have felt it when he was dropped for the first game of the season against Ipswich. And then when he came on, he came on as sub, he hasn't looked back. And he's showing commitment. What you call commitment. Honestly. But you know what? They're all giving, you know what? I'm a United rival fan. High fives and everything. But this is a snidey one. He doesn't, man. He's laughing. He's talking.
I love Red Jew. Red Jew, I love him, man.
He says, Steve, right, but a leopard doesn't change his spots. And a leopard to me, so I will welcome Richard with a 7-up. You know what the 7 is, don't you?
I love Red Jew, man. I love him.
He's only messing, you know. He's only messing.
He's just joking around. That's fine.
Yeah, of course. And the lad takes that as well. What do you think about this? FSG signs Zubamendi or a similar player in January 2025. In other words, in a couple of months' time, we win the title.
See, if FSG signs Zubamendi in January 2025, if they make that happen, I will say FSG in. How about that? I'll change to that. I'll give them that. I'll praise them for that. Well, you know what? Not FSG in, because I don't spend a lot of energy on them. But I'll say, you know what? They did a great job, which is something they should always do for Liverpool. Buy the right player, spend that damn money. You have it. It's in the bank.
I think that was good philosophy, what you just come out with there. And don't spend too much energy on them. And you're right. You shouldn't. No one should. But then again, they do come into the equation when something's wrong, if you know what I mean.
They do. I would love to see different owners, but who, I don't know.
I think we're going to get, and it'll be sooner rather than later. I really believe that they're going to have an offer they can't refuse or won't refuse. And we'll see some Arabs. I'm telling you now, that's who Liverpool's next owners are. And do you know who they are? I'll tell you who they are. They're the owners of Newcastle United. They're going to sell Newcastle and they're going to buy Liverpool.
They will have to sell Newcastle. They will have to if they want to buy Liverpool.
Yeah.
Liverpool, we have like the freaking market value of Liverpool is huge, man. Like there's millions of fans around the globe. They can make a lot of money off of them, you know, with these also players that we have that have a high market value. And they're making a lot of money. They're not poor. We're not a poor club, man. We're a big club. History, legacy, players, titles, market value, finance, you name it. We check all the boxes.
Most successful club in the English league. Well, in British football as a whole, we're the most successful club. And even Richard couldn't argue with that. Richard Hawkins are
exactly.
oh yes. I want to go back to this first.
Sure.
Some of our fans are fickle. I know that. I've said this for many years, not just now, many years, ever since social media came up. That is, saying Dom running around a lot is not enough. But when Henzo ran around a lot, our fans gave him flowers. What do you think of that comment?
I agree with Steve in this one, 100%. And my rebuttal to these fans is, okay, you want something from Soboslai, I want something else, Frank may want something else. All of that doesn't matter. What matters is what Slot wants from him.
Yes.
That's all what matters. Everyone else is his opinions. Oh, I like him to do this. I like Soboslai to do a lot of things, right? But it's not up to me. Slot have been starting Soboslai for the past whatever games.
Yeah, because I was just going to say that. So we must be doing something.
He's doing what Slot is
Look,
asking him to do.
to keep bringing them in and playing them.
Yeah.
And we haven't lost yet. Well, we have lost, but,
One game.
one game.
That's
Absolutely.
it. We
Absolutely.
played how many games so far?
Yeah.
12
yeah,
games.
12. Yeah. 11 out of 12 we've won.
Oh, I'll take that any season, man.
Anyone would say, I was just, to be honest, when Sloot took over, that's how you pronounce his name, by the way, Sloot.
Sloot, eh? Okay.
The point is, I thought, I just thought that, I'm not saying struggle, if you know what I mean. If you get the terminology, struggle.
Yeah.
But I didn't think we'd be this good. I really didn't. I didn't think we'd be where we are today. Not only we're joint first in the European League, but we're top of the Premiership. You can't get any better than that. You cannot. I just want to show this
Sure.
a moment. I just got to show this, please, if I might. And it's Zoe's Place, people. And it's the Scouse Republic. And they're saying myself and Paul from at proper_tees have put these little belters together to try and raise some funds for at Zoe's Place, Liverpool, LIV. All profits from the sale of these T-shirts will be transferred over to the fundraising page. Get yours at scouserepublic.com. That's lovely, that. See, what it is, Side, it's a hospice for children, for babies and children. And there's no government funding, there's no nothing. And we're trying to keep it open. And it's shocking. It really is shocking. I'm going to ask someone on my show on Wednesday. No, today's Wednesday. I better stop drinking. better stop drinking this. But anyway, on Friday, on my current affairs, I'm going to ask someone. It might get through to him because this particular person's fantastic, and he does help. So I'm going to do that. I'm getting 3. I'm getting one for myself. I'm getting one for my little granddaughter, Sophia, and for Francine. I'm getting one for. So I'll be getting 3.
See, it's really nice. Like I'm looking at that. Like I see, it's Everton and Liverpool. So it's
yes.
We're human beings at the end of the day. We're people, right? We need to come together to,
of course,
unite for causes like this.
Yeah. I'm keep putting it up on each show I do. I won't be doing it. I'll be doing the show tomorrow night. Well, it's your afternoon, isn't it? And that's the football show. So what we'll be doing tomorrow night is the pre-match, the weekend against Arsenal. So we'll be talking about that, and then I'll be doing a post-match after the Arsenal games too. So anyway, yes, and what's to say at the Anfield Road? Say Richard Dawkins, yeah, mate, you'll bounce back sooner or later. One of them £400 million windows will get you 2 players. What do you think on tomorrow? Tough atmosphere. You reckon you'll do the Fenerbahce? I think they should, myself. I'm just saying.
Well, Jose Mourinho, coach Fenerbahce, eh?
Yeah. Can I just show Anfield Road something? Because he thinks that this is his. Anfield, I'm going to show you something, mate. I've got to turn everything around, mate. Hang on, where am I? I'm wearing it tonight. I can't get any closer. Can I get any closer? I can't. It's not half awkward, I'm not a contortionist or anything. I just look. It's perpetual motion. It just goes around. You might be able to see the little ticker going around. It's, as I said, it's perpetual motion, and that's what I wore it especially for our lads who are doing the fantasy football, and that's your prize. That's your prize. Because you know what someone said, that's broke. That. Not only that, they said, I bet you it's got no battery, and because I showed it as brand new, and obviously it wasn't going around. I said, no, it's a wind. You just wind it. You don't have to worry about these things, these batteries are running out and trying to get by one. But anyway, I'm going to go carry on now. Dermot is on first press high up. The pitch on the opposition players. That leads to the opposition players losing the ball very quickly and re-getting the ball. Do you know what? That's a good observation, actually. That's a good observation. Definitely. Well done, you, Steve. Well done, lad. What do you think of that, though?
Yeah, no, 100% agree. Dom is, applying that front press, and we're pressing with front 4, with Salah, Nunez, or Jota, and Diaz or Gakpo. Yeah. So, and he keeps running back as well, tracking back. I have no problem with him running and covering all of that area. The only time I have a problem with Dom is a lot of bad passes. And he had some games like that. That's my problem with him. It's just the bad passing. That's it. Yeah. The rest, he's doing what Slot wants from him, and that's good. I'm fine with it.
Absolutely. And I think I just want to go to this, then I'm going down to another comment. And no, this one, I'm sorry. Liverpool and Everton are very good at coming together at times like this, says Callum. Absolutely, Callum. Absolutely, mate. Couldn't agree more. And even the songs, he agrees with Steve. Slot knows what he wants. So Bosley presses the defence and midfield and has the engine to track back. He's got a fantastic engine. And this is where people miss out on him. I like Sir Bosley. I really do. And funny enough, I was talking to a mate of mine, and he said he doesn't like Sir Bosley. He said he was fantastic the other night playing for Hungary. He said, so this type of football will suit him. And maybe Jay was right, I don't know. But it's the way it is. It's the way it is. Different opinions, different. And the Anfield, Frankie, it's all down to the group created by Klopp. Great crop of players, and Arm has been fortunate to inherit such professionals. I mean, Virgil, Salah, Alisson, are role models of the highest level. Well, that's what we were saying, wasn't it, at the beginning of the season when we were saying, we've got to we've got to keep the spine of the team, and those three lads were mentioned.
Here.
Those three lads were mentioned.
Yep.
And I still say that. I think that's a cracking comment. They've all been good comments tonight. And as our Man U fan, all the way from Belfast. Anyway, he says, I've had great times at Anfield, and apart from football, Liverpool people are wonderful. Good night. All stay safe, and rather you than City. Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I'll take that.
I'll take that any day of the week. Any day of the week. And it's been good tonight. I know that we've the Anfield say, what's the red you? I think he's talking to each other, you see. No, it's true, lad, but it's Slot's tactics that's got us to winning like we have been. You're so right. And the Anfield says, true, mate. So, and the Anfield, Frankie, I'm lower than Palace in the Fantasy League. I've got more chance of wearing Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh my God, you make me want to check it. You make me want to check it.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Because I'm in that league, by the way. I want to win that watch too.
Oh, I thought that was a cracking comment. That's liven me up. I'm giving a very important talk tomorrow. And I'm being picked up, funny enough. At 3 o'clock, the talk or the lecture or whatever it is starts at 4. And there's all things going on in my house before it. My head's a wreck. It really is. It really is a wreck. I'm under pressure. Can't even tell you what it's about, but I'm under terrible pressure. Oh, that's a cracking. Thank you, Anfield Roy. You actually made me laugh there and took some pressure off me head, off me head. Sabozzo is just as talented as Gravenberch. You have to work with the players and fine-tune tactics, says Songsford. Cracking comment. And Steve says, Tom Gravenberch were mismanaged by Klopp and Linders. I don't think he was fit, in all honesty, because I think he only had 2 games the season previous. He had none at all of any pre-season. And, we got him. And I thought he was awful myself. I really thought he was awful. But the transformation of him today under Sloot is unbelievable. He's a new man. And as the old adage says, like a new signing, to be honest. But that's the way it is. That's football for you. That's football. But I just think that's... I think we've got a fine bunch of lads. I really do. But we do need a couple of additions, side, in the January window. And I'm saying this again and keep saying it. We need a number 6. We need a defensive midfielder, just in case. And Zubamendi will be the icing on the cake. That's what I think. Anyway. What do you think about that?
100% agree. We need at least a midfielder and maybe a left back, because Robo's legs are not there yet. They're not there anymore, I mean. Simicast is good, but Simicast is a good backup. There's some games that you feel like, oh yeah, Simicast will do good in this game. So we need a left back. We do need a good midfielder to be backup for these guys because, God forbid, that if Grava get injury or McAllister, we will be in trouble. We're
Yeah.
one injury away from
Yeah.
losing the top of the league or the good run in the Champions League or the good run in the EFL. We will lose all of that momentum. We're one injury away from the midfield,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Absolutely. And Gravenberch and Gapco seem to lose their thread in games. Both are more assured now, say Sons. And the Anfield Road. Great respect for our Canadian brother. What a good guest you are. Great attitude. So glad you have. So glad to have you as part of our football family. Says the Anfield Road.
Well, thanks so much, man. You make me feel really humble here, man. I'm glad, and it's a pleasure for me to be part of this family. Thank you.
I want to tackle it. Steve, honestly, Mascherano type. I'd love, just imagine Mascherano in this side here today.
Ooh, we'll be cooking. Yeah.
Or even Steven Gerrard.
Ah,
I love Steven Gerrard. I thought he was. Yeah, so that's what he says. I want to tackle at a Mascherano region. Yes. 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 A million yeses. And Callum says, Frank, on Sunday, let's show Arsenal why we're the league leaders. Yes. Yes.
that's the spirit. Yep.
Callum, very true. He says about let's show Arsenal. And Steve says, Elliot back in a few weeks. Good news. Becker out for weeks. Bad news. Yes. Yes. And do you know what? I couldn't agree more. A prime Steven Gerrard in this team, we win the title.
Oh, easy.
I love this quote. Have a look at it. This comment. Songs are for. Mascherano was a surgical tackler. He could get in so close and win it or make the honest foul. The honest foul. No such thing as an honest foul. Fantastic.
The guys are very smart with their comments, by the way.
They are, you know.
Yeah, they are.
Honestly, they are. Callum says the Gunners are about to get gunned down. I hope so. We owe them one, don't we? Arsenal, I wanted Calafiori, to be honest. Says the Anfield. I wanted Arsenal have Calafiori, Saka, Odegaard missing a poor discipline record. I think they are there for the taking.
And Saliba. You forgot Saliba as well. I think he's
Saliba, yeah.
as well.
Wow.
Yep.
And the Anfield says, Mascherano, wonderful player. I loved him. Raw, apparently Timber too. Who's Timber?
That's Timber. He's the left back for Arsenal.
Oh,
So it's either Timber or Calafiori.
Calafiori. I love Calafiori. You know.
Yeah, he's good. He's good, but I don't know. It's a trend now in Arsenal is the bad discipline.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's picking up bad behavior there.
See, yeah, and I think he's right there. You know, I'm not saying that they're there for the taking, but we can get a good result. I'll just say that.
It's making it a little bit easier job.
And even Steve says a prime Fabinho in this midfield would be awesome.
The prime Fabinho, yes, not the get someone to push, to push Fabinho around.
And Callum says, I'd love a fouler in this team. We need a full-time scorer. I tell you who I'd go for. I might upset you here, Callum. You know, you might say, I'll go away. But I'd go for Torres in this side.
Oh, Suarez, Torres, Ian Rush.
The goals you score for Liverpool were phenomenal. Phenomenal. Oh, Steve Suarez. Forgot about him. Suarez.
I know Suarez is one of the names, man. Yeah,
He's the greatest player, in my opinion. He's not the greatest legend, obviously. Steven Gerrard is. He's took over the mantle of Kenny Dalglish. Steven Gerrard. Suarez is the best player ever to put on a red shirt. He was phenomenal.
Yeah, he
He
was
was like a one-man football team. He was incredible. Loved him. Loved Louis. And Dean Field says, I'm going to finish on these two.
sure.
I've got to be up early tomorrow afternoon. That's what my uncle used to always say to me, you know. He said, I've got to go home. Okay. Okay, Uncle Frank. He said, I've got to be up early tomorrow afternoon. I couldn't make it out. Tomorrow afternoon. Great. If I could have two players in this current side, it would be Gerrard and Nunez. Then bam, we'd be winning for the day. Suey. And he agrees with me, Callum. Yes. Torres. Yep. No, he doesn't say yes. Say Callum's hard. He says, yep. Torres would be lovely. He was the best number 9 between 2007 2009. Yes. Loved him. Loved him. Man United hated him. So does Everton. Good show, Frankie. But like Nunez, we don't feed the striker enough. We feed the wingers. Yes. To do the damage, the wingers are there to do the damage. That's why it's getting fed, and hopefully someone in the middle will do more. Like Slot, not like Slot, like Jota. Why do I keep saying Slot instead of Jota? These foreign names, you see, albeit small, but get me confused.
It's getting late, man. It's getting late.
And Steve says, but put Brian, that is Alan Kennedy, Steven Gerrard, Suarez in this team, we win the quad. Don't know about Alan Kennedy, but I don't know. I know where Barney Rubble. He was godlike, you know. I'm not taking anything away. And Jay says Mulby and Gerrard. Mulby. You know, we think that Trent has this great passing ability. So would
Mulby, eh?
Honestly, Mulby, unbelievable. Suarez diving in front of Everton was a moment. Moyes, all that. Blue and white, yes. Yeah. Hello.
Well,
Do you know what? I give it to Moyes, though. He just stood there and he started laughing. He just looked down and was laughing. He was laughing. And I thought that was good. The Anfield Roar. Nice Frankie. And Eugene Lever. Great show. Thank you. Thank you so much, Anfield. And we'll see you there tomorrow night if you're home and you're not staying with all the wenches, all them fraus and these beer killers over in Leipzig. Did you know Leipzig was historically was the spy city of Europe?
The spy.
Yeah, during the Cold War. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
During the Cold War.
Wow.
Fact that. Barney Rubble winner in the Champions League. Was. Steve, I was there. I was in Paris, Parc des Princes. I was there when he scored and he ran over to me. No one else. Everyone else was jumping around me, but he ran to me. Myra. Oh, the lovely Myra. Hey, everyone. I'm Frank. Hey, Myra. Oh, Myra. I haven't been on any of the I have been looking, but I haven't been commenting. And I've been looking for your name so I could just go on and say, hey, Myra. Hey, Myra. You know? And I'm finishing off now, Myra. Hello, Myra, says Callum.
Big up, Myra.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, Myra, I've got to leave. I've got to leave. I've got to be up early in the morning. I should have said tomorrow afternoon, shouldn't I? But anyway. Side, mille grazie, amico mio. Mille grazie.
You are most welcome, man. Thank you so much for having me. And big up, everyone. Please make sure you hit the like before you leave. Make sure you do that.
And you know what? Well, the thing's always there for you. The link. Come in and, you know, anytime. Do you know what? I was looking at something and it had loads of views on one thing. And I was looking at another. And it had like a few views. And I can't make that out. You know, same program, you know, from the other night. And last night it was, and I couldn't make it out. Why there was so less views from others, you know, another table that, you know, had lots of views. Just don't understand it. And great show, lads. Got to go. My spaceship is it. My spaceship. I told Jay to watch MNX there. And I told him to watch, it's an older one, you know, but I think it's a cracking film. Great cast as well, great cast. And it's called, what's the bloody called now? God, blimey. I always forget this bloody title. Prometheus. It's called Prometheus.
Prometheus, okay.
Ridley Scott. And if you've ever seen any of the Alien franchise, but you've got to watch this first. Prometheus, it's how the alien, you know, Alien, that came about, Alien. It's a cracking film. It's a crack. And I told him to watch it. Jay. And I said, did you watch it? He went, yeah. But I fell asleep halfway through.
There's
I said,
three.
You never watched it, did you?
There's 3 parts for it, eh?
No, it's just a film.
Yeah. There's Prometheus.
Oh,
1.
yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. There's that one. That was the prequel to all the Alien films. So that prequel has a sequel, which was called Alien Covenant.
Alien Covenant. Yeah,
So,
okay.
Fantastic, in my opinion.
Was it Sigourney Weaver?
Sigourney, no, that was in the original.
Original Aliens, right?
Yeah, that was. She made about 2 or 3 of them. No, this is like this was done in 2012, and Alien Covenant was done in 2017. They're the last 2 Aliens until this other one came out in 2024. So our aliens, the fallen angels. The fallen angels. And the songs before, have it to get booked. He's a thug. Try to spike, so but yeah. And tip Virgil last season. Yes.
Bad behavior, man. I don't know.
People have got to go, on this side has to go. Myra Page has to go. And all you lads, you know, everyone's going now. So thank you so much for keeping Sides and myself company tonight. Great comments, by the way.
Yeah.
Really good. And don't forget tomorrow night's show, which was a pre-match Arsenal thing. And don't forget on Friday with current affairs. And we'll be talking a lot about a lot of things, especially here as well. What's happening by giving money to the most corrupt leader on the planet, while there's 4.5 million people, they're not people, children below the poverty line here in this country. And also there's food banks and the national health being run into the ground. So please join me on Friday if you can. Thank you so much.
Will do.
Right.
Well, thank you so much, Frank. Big up.
Thank
Have
you.
yourself a good night.
And you, I'll have a good after. Well, it's evening now.
It's evening. Yeah, it's almost 5 p.m. here, so
Almost 5 p.m.
for sure.
You look after yourself, and I'll see you. If you're lively tomorrow, your afternoon. If you like working too hard, and you can come on at any time on the the pre-match tomorrow. Please do. The link will be there for you. Yeah. Okay.
Definitely, I'll do my best. If I can't, definitely, I'm tuning in.
Yeah, just see you post-match, whatever on Sunday, hopefully.
Sounds good, man. Thank you.
Look at that. Myra was still with us. Oh, Myra, love you. Take care, everyone. Thank you, Myra. Hope to see you sometime tomorrow. Really do. I will pay. I haven't seen you for yonks. Well, where have you been? Mamma mia. Where have you been? Oh, lovely. Right, I'm going. Myra, well, I've got to go. Been on here since 10 o'clock. For nearly 2 hours. So, see you all tomorrow night, hopefully. Thank you. As our Italians say, ci vediamo. Ciao tutti.